Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We've got a fantastic show for you today, and we are not moving any illicit goods or services. All right, YouTube, there we go. Bradley, first off, how are we doing, buddy?
Doing great, AB. What a day in the world of football. So much going on, but specifically one match that's going to be highlighted above all of the rest, all the eyes on it. Champions League football today. Get excited.
Excited indeed. Look, I don't want to call myself a soccer expert, but somebody did say take Inter yesterday, and I pulled that one out of my ass. How big of an upset was that?
Honestly, not really. Like, if you looked at the line last night, it was an equal aggregate. Inter was maybe 0.15, 0.10 behind Barcelona as an underdog, so slightly an underdog. But to people who have been watching and they watched the last game, it's not a shock that Inter moved on.
There we go. Okay. Good to know, man. Good to know indeed. All right. Let's get into the show here. But before we look forward, we have to look back. All right, here's how we did. Kyle Schwarber got us there. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Solid. Jimmy Butler, 2+3s. Got there. Solid. Plus 205. There we go. Now, Donovan Mitchell, he goes 1 for, 11 from 3 last night. Insanity. And then Steph Curry, obviously, he gets hurt. So that one stinks. Lose Steph Curry, what? The second quarter? I almost said the second inning. The second quarter. So that one was brutal, man. Home runs, again, continue to mash. All right, we've hit 6 in the last 2 days. Kyle Schwarber went yard. Freddie Freeman went yard. Freddie Freeman literally owns the Marlins. This man can absolutely mash. But here's the problem, Brad. Here's the problem when you do good, okay? People get upset with you. And if everybody could please hit the like button, that'd be fantastic, because apparently YouTube's a little upset with us, all right? Little upset, and it cost us money, actual real money. And let me show you what the hell I'm talking about here, okay? Get past Howie. We'll get back to you in a second. Look at this. I get a warning of a content strike, okay? If it happens again, all right, within 90 days, I won't be able to upload or post for a week. You might ask yourself, what the hell did you do? Well, they removed video and said I was selling weight online. I don't even want to say the word. Selling zips, all right? Moving weight, selling illegal, regulated goods. You can see the picture there on the screen. Don't know where that came from, Brad, but apparently we're moving zips across the internet. So there you go. What do you think?
I hate to laugh, but it is kind of funny because it's the ridiculousness of it. But let's hope we don't get another strike. I'll try to not do anything to force a strike on us and lose us for a week.
I have no idea how this happened. So I've been on the damn phone with YouTube. Imagine going through that tech, service. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Not moving OZs out here, but otherwise, I have no idea. So I'll keep you guys updated on that one. But yeah, I found that funny and also annoying. So there you go. And again, it costs us money. So if anybody can hit the like button, if you're watching on your phone, just pull the screen down, hit the like, pull it back up. We'd sure appreciate it, because apparently I'm facing Fed time. All right. But we don't snitch. What we do is talk about our man, Howie Schwab. All right, group play of the day. Polls in the chat. Go ahead and vote now. All right, we got 2 NBA games tonight. All right, apparently road underdogs are just out here to cause trouble. You go with the Pacers, plus 9.5. Cavs, minus 9.5. You're going with the Warriors, plus 6.5. Timberwolves, minus 6.5. Poll is in the chat. Vote now, and we'll update as we always do at the end of the show. Now, what we also have to give a shout out real quick is our man, Brian Liberati. Absolutely crushed it. All right. PGA Tour. All right. PGA Professional, breaking down the Truist Championship this week in the PGA Tour. And we have a video all edited, shined up, glossed, All right. Selling them. All right. Right there in the corner. Come get you a Johnny Sack. All right. It's in your feeds right now. Go check it out. You'll see it right there on the front of the homepage. I'll link to it at the end of the show if YouTube allows me to. If anybody puts any money on my commissary. All right. No, but check it out, man. Brian did a great job. Brian, thank you so much, man. And yeah, tournament starts tomorrow. So check it out, man. Got all day. And yeah, there you go. So, all right. That's enough of that. It's time to get some picks. All right. Yesterday, I went with the transition videos, and apparently that's going to get us 3 to 5. So we're not going to do that, Bradley. We're just going to jump right into the picks. So I'm going to throw it over to you first. What you got, man? Did I lose you, Brad?
I think so. Yes, you did.
All right. You get just go through your picks. You there?
All right, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And this is a bet split. Just to be clear, this is one bet split into two ways. Instead of taking any type of parlay, yeah, it gives us a little bit worse odds, but it gives us a much better ability to get half of our money back if this match ends in one of the two ways, but not both. We're headed to the Danish Cup, the DBU Pokalen in Denmark this morning. Really, it's 11:30 Central Time. So coming up here shortly in a match between Silkeborg taking on Brøndby. I like both teams to score at -150, and I also like the over 2.5 at -130, giving us a -140 probability for both of those to come in. But why we like it, Silkeborg have scored in 35 of 39 competitive matches. That's 90% above. 9 out of every 10 matches are scoring, and 10 of the last 11 versus Brøndby, which is what you like to see. But they're a conceding team. They've conceded now in 24 of 28 competitive matches, 86%, hitting both teams to score in 72% of their last 18 home matches, hitting over 2.5 goals in 69% of their last 36 competitive matches. Silkeborg, a regular scorer, a regular conceder, a regular on the over market, taking on Brøndby away from home, who is the better team and the favorite on this line. They've scored now in 82% of their last 34, so really good, above 8 out of every 10. But with Brøndby specifically, they like to score multiple. 2+ in 14 of 18 and 2+ in 7 of 8 versus Silkeborg away from home. They've also scored in 8 straight versus the opponent at home. You like those numbers. They've also conceded in 83% of their last 23. Both teams scoring, conceding, hitting both teams to score, hitting that over 2.5 goals. And in this matchup history, they've hit both teams to score in 7 of their last 8. And they've also hit over 2.5 in 8 of their last 11. They love to shoot the over. So we're going to take in this Danish Cup for a half a unit bet split matchup between Silkeborg and Brøndby, both teams to score, and the over 2.5 goals on a bet split.
Well done, buddy. Well done. Now, look, I messed up. All right. I got to take this to trial, and I accidentally read yesterday's Howie Schwab Crew Play of the Day. All right. Didn't even realize it. So the actual games tonight, all right, are the Knicks plus 10.5, or the Celtics minus 10.5, or the Nuggets plus 11.5, and the Thunder minus 11.5. So I'm a damn idiot. Thank you, Boogie, by the way. Yeah, gave yesterday's. Thank you. I'm glad you, for real, thank you. Like, not saying that as a smart ass. Like, thank you for sure, man. Robert, $20. I appreciate it. Thanks, big dog. Robert, that's hilarious, man. You are the man. Okay, so yeah. All right, so let me do it again. Knicks plus 10.5, Celtics minus 10.5, Nuggets plus 11.5, Thunder minus 11.5. All right, let me jump on my picks here. Again, we'll be live at 3 p.m. Eastern today, hopefully. Brett Rooker over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for the A's minus 105. Cal Raleigh 1+ run at minus 120. If anybody bet him yesterday, did your bets get voided on Cal Raleigh because he was scratched from the lineup? And I use Bet 365, and they voided him before the game. And then he came in and pitch hit in the 9th. So hopefully your books voided those. Freddie Freeman, like we said, over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He hit a bomb yesterday. And this guy just continues to mash. And then Jaylen Brown, over 1.5 threes. Now, here's the deal, Bradley. Jaylen Brown went 0 for 11 for 3 2 nights ago. It was horrific. However, I got faith in my boy. I got faith in them. We're gonna have some fun games in the NBA tonight, and I'm putting my trust right back. Big Jalen, 1.5, very attainable number. Yeah, think we can get it. My man Spencer said DK voided, Cal rally bets. All right, there we go. Reed, Cal got voided. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So those are our best bets that we have for today. But again, like I said, we'll be live at 3 p.m. Eastern for so much more. And we're gonna go through these games. All right. First off, I mean, last night, dude, did you catch any of the NBA last night?
I actually went to bed before the fourth quarter for the Cavs when they were up. I mean, not to say I suspected it, but I mean, I just thought they were going to pull it out given it's game 2 and they needed it. But man, what a choke again.
Dude, they were up 7 with a minute left. With a minute. Like, I don't want to hammer on Cleveland too terribly bad. They clearly could have had a better inbounds play. But I mean, give love to the Pacers, dude. Like, that was an unbelievable comeback. And then, the game that we saw late last night, the Warriors. First off, Steph gets hurt. All right. So, I mean, I can't imagine how many prop bets were lost on Steph Curry. Like, I can't even imagine. And he was firing from 3, too. I think he had 3 threes already. But we'll find out. Apparently his injury is bad enough that I think game 2 is in doubt. But they ended up winning without him. Ended up coming kind of close late. Then it wasn't late. Yeah, Justin said it. Warriors ended up covering that spread even without Steph. But the thing I was right. Well, hey, you've been on a tear, Justin, lately, so don't worry about that, man. Yeah, dude, Steph was on fire. Like, that was the tough part, is that he was absolutely smashing, man. Draymond Green had like 5 threes last night. Yeah. Dude, we were talking about it on the show. Like, I didn't have any bets on Draymond, so I don't want to, say, hey, we called it. But Dre went off, man. Got to give him some love. Got to give him some love on that one. Yeah, Tizzle said it. Steph was on fire. Warriors still put belt to ass. They did. Buddy came up late, too. Healed. Dude, hitting threes again, man. He's got a ton of them. So anyway, yeah, NBA, got to give him credit, man. These games are absolutely smashing. And let's jump into it, man. So, Draymond Green. Justin, that's good. All right. So, sorry, man. I got the wrong games up here again. All right. So, we went through it. Knicks plus 10.5, Celtics minus 10.5, Nuggets plus 11.5, Thunder minus 11.5. So, let's jump into points here. Okay, so you see the Knicks, you see the Celtics. I'll go first. Give you a second to look at it because you're just seeing this for the first time. Man. Look, it's hard not to say Brunson. It's hard not to say Tatum. It's hard not to say Jaylen Brown. I'll say Jason Tatum here, over 27.5. I know it's a chalk play, but I mean, Tatum went. I don't know what his numbers were for 3.
I mean, that's the play, AB.
Yeah. Is that where you're going?
Hungry.
Yeah.
Tatum, I mean, he's going to shoot every chance he has, especially given what it is right now. Tatum, I know he feels that pressure because he's one of those superstars who gets a little bit disrespected compared to the others. I think tonight could be one of those classics.
Yeah, he's going to, I mean.
He's got to.
Yeah, like, I don't want to say, like, he has to go for 40, right? But, I mean.
He's got a ball, right? I mean, he's got to come out firing.
And 100% that, man. And I would expect the Celtics to do just that. I also think that they're going to do everything they can to lock down on defense. Like, this could be a lower scoring. Yeah, go ahead.
It could be. And with the Knicks, it's like you got to bet on one of the starting 5. Other than that, you're really taking a risk because Tibbs will all of a sudden just JJ Redick it and not sub a single guy. I wish Josh Hart playing like every minute of every single game. That dude looks exhausted out there.
Yeah. That's a good point. And OG is not a bad play at 17.5. OG is not a bad play at all. Roger said it best right here. 6 straight underdog outright winners. 6 straight. It's wild, man. All right, so those are the points in game 1. Game 2. Nuggets, Thunder. Man, Jokic's number is high. I mean, it's only a point higher than, I mean, most stars, it's around 27 and a half, 28 and a half. Man, this one's brutal. SGA 33 and a half. That is a lot of points. I might go Dort here. He's due for a big one. I might go Dort. Where are you going?
He was firing last time. I saw his box score. I was pleasantly surprised. Honestly, I love to fade Westbrook. On the offensive end, it's just he can't make a good jump shot. So he has to get fouled or he has to get close. His three-pointers are just brutal. Watching him just hit him off the backboard. I'm taking under on Westbrook.
Yeah, I like it. All right. If you haven't, if you could hit the like button, I will not ask you for anything else, but it'd be huge for us. If you're watching on your phone, just pull the screen down, hit like, pull it right back up. I promise. It absolutely makes a difference. Makes a massive difference. Now, I think that's all we have for the NBA. Before we get to Major League Baseball, I see you've got Arsenal, and apparently is it their birthday today?
Not exactly.
What do we need to know at soccer today?
You want me to go into a rant?
Let it rip. Better than me.
All right. Well, today's the UCL semifinal, leg 2, in a match between Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, out of Paris, France, taking on North London stud, my club, Arsenal, down 0-1 on aggregate. So they're playing away from home, having to overcome a deficit by 1 goal just to force overtime, which means you're going to have to see a hungry Arsenal. There is no other option. But 17 years. What do you ask? What is that? Well, back in 2008, a young Bradley Jacobs just started at Memphis, University of Memphis, playing college soccer. And in that year, that very first year, I played in a FIFA tournament called the Champions League, and I chose Arsenal. I played with Arsenal, never played FIFA in my entire life, and then I beat every one of my teammates onto the championship. And from that day on, I've been an Arsenal supporter. Terrible story, but that's just the reality of it. Back in 2008, no Arsenal matches, no English Premier League matches, Italian matches were on television here in the United States of America, so there was no opportunity. But 17 years ago, I started my fandom, and through 17 years, I have never seen Arsenal advance this far in the UCL, the Champions League competition. So what is today? Today is the biggest day of my 17 years as an Arsenal fan. I honestly have been nervous. I've been excited. And it's just one of those moments that you're going to remember for a long time. And I would be remiss if I didn't take a second to just say, hey, this is my club. This is my love, my favorite thing in the world. Today is going to be one of the most difficult days. Almost impossible to choose. Are you betting on PSG? Are you betting on Arsenal? Are you betting on the over or under? Honestly, I have no idea what happens. But what is going to happen is there are going to be a lot of eyes on this match, specifically mine. And just know that hopefully, we advance to the furthest we've ever been. And you'll see me as a happy camper. But even regardless, no matter what happens in all of sports, you got to believe in your team. Even when the chips are against you, you got to put all your faith and support. And even if it doesn't come through, there's always tomorrow. Being able to get back, wake up again tomorrow, breathe fresh air, no matter what. And all I want to say is good luck to all of us who are cheering on our teams as far as they've gotten. I'm also a Cavs fan, so I have seen this team advance further than they have in a while, but specifically with the Arsenal, 17 years, and I've never, ever seen this team advance this far. So today is definitely the most important day in my fandom.
There we go. We're talking about bringing it right there. I love it, man. I love it. Best of luck. What time does that start?
Starts at 2 p.m., I believe, Central Time.
2 p.m. 2 p.m. Let's go. We're all behind you, buddy. Let's get it. Now, we also want to get into it's our favorite game here. Hitting some home runs. Here's what we got today. As long as YouTube keeps this up. Kyle Schwarber, plus 275. Hit one yesterday. You've got weather again there today. We'll go through that here in just a second. Pete Alonso, pictured there, plus 295. Freddie Freeman, he hit him one yesterday. Can he do it again? Plus 300. Adolis Garcia of the Rangers, plus 400. Brent Rooker of the A's at plus 500. So if you're brand new, How we get down every day is we pick our top 5. All right. You let me know who you got. You going with somebody here? You going off the board? All right. My man, Big Michael Knox, he's going off the board. Bryce Harper, not bad. Not a bad look. Brad, where are you going here?
I might take the chalk today. Give me some Schwarbs, left-handed. I mean, what else does he do? If he swings the bat hard and he makes contact, he's got a great chance to hit the ball out of the park.
Yeah, I mean, he went oppo yesterday, and it was one of those, like, if you play golf, you know, you hit like a 4-iron stinger. It was like that. Dude, he just fuck. It was awesome. Dude, when that dude gets a hold of it, man, he mashes, dude. It's awesome. All right, so you're going Schwarbs. I'm going to go with Dallas Garcia, plus 400. Yeah, I'm going to go with Dallas here. I think he's got a good shot. Jonah Heim, Father Whale. That is not a bad play. We're going to talk about that here in absolutely just 1 second. Also, I'll say this. If anybody is betting anything with the Mets, go look at Juan Soto and his walks. It's every game. It's every game. Go take a look. It's phenomenal, man. So if you're looking for something there, I mean, he could also mash one, but dude, his walks have been there. All right, so those are our home runs. Now let's go through Major League Baseball and the weather and everything hitting wise that we need to know about for today. So start here. We got day baseball all day, baby. Start with the Mariners and the A's. All right, we've been all over this one. Weather again, solid. All right, mid-70s, getting warmer as the game goes. Feels like humidity getting warmer as the day goes. Wind blowing out, love it. Absolute great hitting weather. And they're playing in playing in minor league parks too. Like them and the Rays, it's paying off. Mets and the Diamondbacks again. You know, you've got retractable roof situation going on, but dude, we've seen runs in this series. All right, well, in the 80s, getting hotter as the game goes. Humidity, it's there. Wind, nothing. But it's still solid, absolutely solid. Dodgers and the Marlins. We've talked about this, I swear, 5 days in a row. This Miami weather is fantastic. It's fantastic. And look, the wind has never been in our direction in this series. Always blowing in. But look at the temperature. Look at the feels like, man. All right. Low 80s. Feels like mid 80s. Again, another day where it feels like it's warmer than the actual temperature is, meaning humidity is staying solid. Near 70%. Absolutely love it. Great hitting weather here. Phillies and the Rays. Just talked about it. Look at these temperatures and feels like. You want to talk about hitting conditions. All right. Feels like temperatures in the mid 80s. It feels like the 90s. All right. And you got a little bit of precipitation, but nothing really to worry about whatsoever. Wind, negligible. 4.5 miles an hour, but it's blowing out. So, I mean, it's not, not against you. But again, dude, these temperatures are solid. And that park, Steinbrenner Field, yeah, it's very conducive to hitting bombs. The Orioles and the Twins. So this is the only one to pay attention to, like negatively. All right. 70 degrees. Feels like high 50s. Okay. Not good. No humidity. And the wind is blowing 11 miles an hour in. So, again, we don't say this as this is, an auto fade because these dudes play in the major leagues. They can absolutely mash. But, again, be careful at this game. Pay attention to it. It could get weird. All right. So, here are our hitter versus pitcher historicals. Filtered by most home runs. Jonah Heim, mentioned right there. We just talked about him in the chat. Excuse me. 3 home runs off of Hawk. All right, against the Red Sox there. 4 hits, 7 at bats. Solid. Pete Alonso against Merrill Kelly. All right. 5 hits, 16 at bats, 3 of those being home runs. All right. Keep going down the list, man. Brian Reynolds of the Pirates, Jeff McNeil of the Mets, Nolan Gorman, the Cardinals, Kyle Tucker right there against Robbie Ray. 4 hits off 10 at bats, 2 of those being home runs. Adolis Garcia. All right. Tanner Huck. 4 hits off of 8 at bats and 4 walks. All right. 2 of those being home runs. So pay attention there. Big time. And Tizzle, yep, just said it best. He has been awful this year. That is why I am all over Adolis Garcia. I like him there. You keep going on the list. Justin Turner, Brent Rooker there against Brian Wu. Now, look, Rooker, 1 hit in 14 at bats. So be careful on that one. Nick Castellanos, he hit a home run yesterday, meaning we're going to get awful news about something. Manny Machado, Dansby Swanson. Yeah, I know, right? Keep going down the list. All right, now let's flip it and invert it. Home runs, okay? So, again, take a look, guys that you have. All right, Juan Soto against Merrill Kelly. 4 hits, 16 at bats, 2 walks. There you go. Paul Goldschmidt off Dylan Cease. 3 hits, 5 at bats with a walk. Bobby Witt Jr., 3 hits, 7 at bats. Austin Riley against Hunter Green. 3 hits of 9 at bats. And keep going down the list. So that's what you have there. Let's flip it over here. Charles said Soderstrom against Wu is not bad. No, that's a great play. That's a great look, man. That's a great look. What happened? Did YouTube take your membership? Man, YouTube, like the feds out here. Scott, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. All right, so those are our hitter versus pitcher historicals. Here are current hitting streaks. Major League Baseball. J.P. Crawford, again, continues to go. Freddie Freeman, 11 straight games with a hit. Zach Neto, 11 straight games. Dansby Swanson, 8 straight games with a hit. Harrison Bader, Ryan Jeffers, Vladimir Guerrero, 8 straight games. Riley Green, Santiago Espinal, Javier Baez, Manny Machado. A lot of dudes up there with 7. Byron Buxton with 6 straight games. James Wood, 6 straight games. Excuse me, geez. Jackson Holiday, 6 straight games with a hit. So, do our guys keep it going today? J.B. Crawford. All right, Freddie Freeman. Does Freddie keep it going today? Are we feeling Freddie? Brad, how are we feeling?
I don't know. All I'm thinking of is this the longest hit streak of Javi Baez's career?
Gotta
7?
be.
I mean.
Gotta be. I know. Dude.
But also, it looks like it could be some fried chicken today. Max Fried, man. That guy's getting lit up. Tatis and a bunch of other guys.
Yeah.
Could be easy.
Yep. He has been getting lit up. He's used to that. He's used to playing in Atlanta. Oh, man. All right. So those are our hitting streaks. Okay. We'll go to our picks here and jump out of here. So, Brad, throw it back over to you. Pull the screen up. What you got, buddy?
We're headed to that DBU Pokalen, the Danish Cup out of Denmark, coming up here in just a few hours in a matchup between Silkeborg taking on Brøndby. We like the bet split of both teams to score at -150 and the over 2.5 at -130. To be clear, that's not 2 bets. Yes, it is 2 bets, but it's 1 bet split 2 ways.
There we go. All right. Brent Rooker, A's, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Cal Raleigh, 1+ run, -120. Freddie Freeman, over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at +100. And then Jaylen Brown of the Celtics, over 1.5 threes at -125. Okay. Believe that's it, buddy. Let me pull up Howie Schwab crew play of the day. The winner is the Nuggets, +11.5 at 37%. Second place, Knicks, +10.5 at 33%. Third place, Celtics, -10.5 at 26%. And then the Thunder, -11.5, 4%. Nobody feeling the Thunder tonight. Which way would you go, man? Would you go with the underdog?
Joke, man. I think I'd lead Mr. Triple-Double, the top player in the league. My thought process is these 2 top dogs, OKC and Cleveland, this isn't like they're not regulars, right? We haven't seen OKC be dominant for 10 years. We haven't seen the Cavs dominate for 10 years. This is new territory, specifically with these guys. And the Cavs, man, did you see that lineup that started last night? Struce, Ty Jerome, Jarrett Allen, Donovan Mitchell, and Dean Wade. Dean, not even Dwayne Wade. Dean Wade. Who is Dean Wade, AB? And then you look at the 4 guys coming off the bench. I mean, no wonder the Cavs lost. I think Joker tonight, I think he's just too good. Who's going to guard him? Can anybody in the league guard him? If he is hot and he's working, it is the Nuggets basketball.
There we go. Dean Wade. That sounds like what the name would be of Dwayne Wade's statue that he got. If anybody hasn't seen that, look up Dwayne Wade's statue. It looks absolutely nothing like it. It looks like he's 87 years old. I had one thing in the chat. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so real quick. George Pickens traded to the Dallas Cowboys, wide receiver from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, I mean, this appears to be, a trade that works on both sides, right? The Steelers getting a draft pick out. I think they got a 3rd round, but they had to give up a 2nd round pick. Pickens, once the Steelers acquired DK Metcalf at wide receiver, it was pretty much a guarantee that he would be moved if they could get the price right. Again, George Pickens could play, obviously, especially with, the quarterback situation that he's dealt with. And who's going to be throwing the ball to DK, right? Is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? But yeah, I mean, the Cowboys go get them a wide receiver. Going to be a good fit. We'll see. Pickens is on the last year of his deal. So the Cowboys are essentially getting a try it before you buy it. You know what I mean? Like you get a year at it and say, all right, does this work? We'll sign him to a new contract. Doesn't work, walk away. What it cost you? 3rd round pick? Worth the price of admission. I like it. Somebody for Dak to throw to. What do you think? You a big George Pickens guy? No? All right. We'll get out of here, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern today. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you this afternoon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!